Hi everybody. We can consider this another part from the first one. This is the street that connects to beach, and up there you have East Chamberlain, a little bit past the Quiznos. So you have actual businesses that may have been affected by a sewage leak. We don't know how long it was going on in the area, but it could have gotten into the main line in this particular case. And even if it doesn't get in the main line, it can still contaminate the soil. And I had mentioned that there's urban coyotes up here. So this is just so you know what the area looks like. You have restaurants, you have car businesses, you got a flight school, international here. You have Beechcraft, all in with that flight school. And then you have law offices, other schools down here. College isn't that far down here where the urban coyotes range. And of course it all depends on how that main line runs as to who could be affected by it. So we had called about it, and they did fix it once the leakage was found. But now there could be some people in my area that are turning up sick with a parasite that may be a coyote, tapeworm, or possibly even a blood fluke or both, because there could have been leakage into the main water supply. So you even have doctors' offices up here that, again, could be affected. They could have gotten into their water and they don't even know it. And the reason why I'm going on this end is because I just want to show how close some of that main line might be to these other businesses. Quite a few little businesses, offices here. You even have a dentist, internal medicine doctor, a pediatrician. And in my other film, I have an amusement park that is right behind us where the leaking has been occurring, as well as another one down the street that was a complete break. And there's no way to know how long it had been leaking. It could have been leaking for several years before it was finally fixed. And some of the roads out here aren't even upkept like they should be. You know, so a lot of people think, well, you know, the urban coyote thing is probably they're on the fringe of the city. They don't really come into the heavily business district or residential. But in this particular case, you do have a heavy business district up here. Industry, international industry, right in the area, and those coyotes do wander on their property. They own quite a bit of property up at Beechcraft. Again, I'm not trying to blame Beechcraft for an animal control issue, you know, because they too are probably affected by it, or their staff could be affected by it, employees. But if you go up a little bit ways here, there's a river. So you have this, all this up here, where potential urban coyotes roam on this side as well. Not just on Beechcraft, because the coyote's going to go where they want to go. They're not going to always stay in their fenced enclosure. And, you know, even if they weren't urban coyotes, a sewage leak like that in the city, it should have been fixed pretty soon or pretty quickly. And it's not. So, again, a lot of people could get sick over it. Lake Point Dental. You have churches up here, too. So East Central actually goes right downtown Wichita. So this is kind of like a main road on the upper end that goes right into the city. And a lot of people don't realize that certain parasites can also cause cancer. Like in the case of bladder flukes, they can give you bladder cancer, kidney cancer. If you do get them, probably even in the liver and the bile duct. And probably it could affect your pancreas too. So you have a school up here. Not that far away, less than a mile, from a sewage leak that could have gotten and tainted the water supply. And since I haven't lived in the area that long, I have no idea how long that leak had been going on. Before I arrived, it could have been going on for quite some time. Going on for maybe decades, maybe 3-4 years before I moved in. I have no idea of knowing. But I've been out here for 5 years, and I got sick around the time that a few months after we had moved in, I started coming down with parasitic infections. And again, it's very hard to pinpoint sometimes the source of them, because you could have a parasite for years and not even know it. You know, your immune system might hold it off for a while, keep it in check. So you have a Discovery Place preschool. You have music school up here. You have the Wichita Grand Opera up here. Again, not that far away from a main water line. And you have some more residents tucked in between. And here we have water. And there's sewage in that water. Wetland a little bit. Some of it's down here. So it looks like it's pretty dry over the summer, but you can see a little bit. But there's definitely water that goes through here. So if you have urban coyotes that go to the bathroom out here or whatever, they could get into the water right here, the sewer right there. Go on the other side. Go on the other side real quick. And you can see here that they're probably trying to place some of it after people call. So this is all water. So you have a leakage that was reported up here. So it could get in up here too if it hadn't been promptly taken care of. I don't know what this area goes to. Residents. And again, you'd have to look at a city map that'll show you where the water lines go, where they connect to in the city or the area. Again, I'm not saying that these people have got contaminated water. I am saying that it's potentially connected, where it could have gotten up here in the soil, the water, whatever else. And because you do have coyotes that wander in on both sides, they probably come up here too. And you got more businesses down here, housing communities on both sides. So there's residences up here. Residential area. Residential area. Housing community. Rental area, probably owned by one property. And more water up here. Sewer. Smells like sewer over here. And of course you can't get scent off of a video. You can kind of see the scum on top of it when it goes through here on this side. And it's on the other side too. Pretty wealthy area. And stuff. Up a little bit here, it's probably about a mile and a half. We have a major supermarket like Dillon's, grocery stores. Again, the housing community, apartment area, whatever, up here again. Not that far away. Not far away at all. Wealthy homes up here. This is West Parkway. So this is about 14 minutes of footage. So it doesn't take that long to walk up here. Go to the supermarket for us. And as you can see, it's pretty busy. A lot of cars go by. Utility pole. Just trying to eventually get around to that up here. A lot of residences up here. Catholic school. So all of that district is probably about a mile or less than a mile, maybe slightly over a mile from where that main water supply could have been contaminated. Mount Carmel. It's a school. And there's a guy that worked with water treatment. Actually in my community area, who probably knows more about water filtration, sewage, how that all works in the city. He says it's impossible. Of course, in this world, nothing's really impossible, so to speak. You see the lights up here, and that's where you got your grocery stores, the restaurants. So this isn't like it's still a pretty busy, heavily traveled area where this was all off of. And I guess that's what we'll be doing right now.